Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwback Toy Reviews, where we talk about all things cool and retro, and a little bit about whatever it is I have to look at today. And what do we have to look at today, you ask? Well, Uncle BJ's going to tell you. Right here we have Flange, I think that's how you pronounce that, a Doozer. He is a Doozer from the new Fragglerock line. And these new Fragglerock figures coming out, they look pretty cool. They are from Boss Fight Studios, which I recently watched an interview with the gentleman that runs that company, and he says there are plenty Fraggle characters on the way, and I'm excited about it. Did you guys like Fraggle Rock with your kids? Are you familiar with it? Have you watched the new show? Apparently there's a new show, new Fraggle Rock on Apple TV, I believe, I want to say. I've not watched it yet, but I'm very familiar with the old Fraggle Rock, and I was a big fan when I was a kid, and so of course I pre-ordered all of the figures, except for Moki, but we'll get into that later. So, Mr. Doozer here, he comes in a cool little package. It's very Muppet-esque, and I love the fact that he's in a little thing that holds him that's not plastic or styrofoam. Well, I don't know what it's made out of, honestly, but it looks like rock, so it looks like he's in Fraggle Rock. So that's cool. I'm a big fan of the plastic window, so if you didn't want to open him, there you go. You don't have to. He's in there. He's good to go. Looks great already. There he is there. And you can see on the back, Flange Doozer is a resourceful and capable worker, the husband of Wingnut and father of Cotterpin. When faced with a radish famine, he played an important role in bringing the Fraggles, Doozers, and Gorgs together to realize how interconnected they all are. Well, he's a special little fella. I like his mustache. And it comes with his helmet, all his tools, and I think that's a radio, not sure. And you see some other characters coming up, and I've pre-ordered all of these, so we'll look at those eventually. But there he is again from the front, and let's go ahead and crack him open. What do you say? Alright. You ever open up a fig and you're just like, man, this box is kind of cool. I really don't want to tear this up. Kind of feel that way right now. There he is in his little piece of Fraggle Rock, which is exactly what I thought it was. It's kind of like that, like egg carton material. Pretty ingenious. Let's go ahead and take his accessories out of here. They are itty bitty, teeny tiny, and they're in a teeny tiny little baggie. Let's take them out. No way I'm not gonna destroy this bag, so go ahead and rip it open. Get out of there. Get out of there. Alright. Yeah, let's see, he's got some plans for building radish buildings. His little hammer, and these things are so tiny I can barely pick them up. He's got a little wrench. Got, I guess, a radio. Yeah, regular hammer there. Things are tiny. So, there's his stuff. There's the back of stuff holding him in there. And I'm gonna try to get this off camera because it's a bit of a pain. And nobody wants to hear all that crinkly dinkly sounds of me opening stuff. Or maybe you do. I don't know. Just a second. Alright. Coming back in. Be back in just a second. Well, Aha. And there he is. There is a... Let's get in kind of... That's what he looks like. Now, I had kind of forgot that Doozers, they're like little green dudes with that share my physique and my mustache. I forgot they had these little antenna kind of growing out their head. That's kind of cool. I forgot about that. And these guys they're just so cute. You know, I used to see these when I was a kid, and they were kind of animatronic, kind of puppeted, kind of remote controlled. And it's got a fair amount of articulation for a wee fella. Can wiggle his legs a little bit. Oh, he's got a utility belt with a calculator, some rope, and not sure if that comes off. Yeah, it probably does. I'm not going to take it off. But look at his little face. He is super cute. I like this guy. Alright. And of course, his helmet. His helmet is pretty cool. The Doozer worker helmet. Always kind of looked like an old-timey fireman's helmet. There he is with his helmet on. Oops. And it doesn't... A lot of... there's little grooves in there that I think are supposed to line up with his little head antenna and stick on, but it's going to require a little bit of messing with off camera there. And, you know, he can hold his stuff. Let's see, we'll give him his little wrench. Can I give him his wrench? Get in there. There you go. He can hold it better than I can. So there he is. And my initial reaction is that obviously he looks good. His colors are perfect. I mean, he looks so good, I would almost expect him to have that, like, Muppet texture, you know, where it's, like, flocked almost. But, let's see. I guess he can't really put his hands down, but maybe he can. I don't want to break him. He can move his head around. There we go. Oops. Head is on a little ball pen, and that answers my question as to how to get his web gear off. And there he is. Flange Doozer. I don't have any of the other Fraggles yet to do some comparisons, but I do have some old fragglerock stuff that obviously is not in scale with him, but if you're a Fraggle fan, you might have some of these, so you kind of know what the scale is. So I think these were from some kind of fast food, Happy Meal toys or something like that. I'm not sure, but you can see those with him. And what else do I have here? Here's him next to E.T. And let's see. Here he is next to a Star Wars The Vintage Collection action figure. There he is next to a Star Wars Black Series figure. And what else? Next to a G.I. Joe Classified action figure. And there he is next to Grogu. So that should give you a pretty good impression of how big he is. He's not very big. And I want to say he was like $25 maybe. And you think, man, that's a lot for a little guy. But the other Fraggles, I don't have them in hand yet. They're supposed to be bigger. We'll obviously do some comparisons once I get those. But those were all like $45, I want to say. So, yeah, a lot to pay for little figures. But these are nice figures. They're supposed to be really good quality. And this guy definitely is. I'm very happy with him. So if the other Fraggle Rock characters come in are this good, then it'll be money well spent. It is what it is. You like it, you buy it. You don't. So, and I imagine they're probably a lot smaller runs of these guys than, say, the latest Clone Trooper or the latest Mandalorian figure. So, he looks very cool, I think. It is from behind. And I forgot that Doozers have like a little tail almost. That's cute. But there he is. Flange Doozer. And I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing his name right. I don't remember him specifically. I just know that he is a doozer, and he looks cool. He's a doozy of a doozer, one might say. And I can't wait to get these other Fraggles in to put next to him. I got Gobo, Uncle Traveling Matt, Red, Sprocket's coming. Basically, I pre-ordered every one that's available except for Moki, because she doesn't look right to me. She doesn't look like she did in the cartoon, but I'm not gonna rant about that. We'll see what happens when we get some more figures. But there he is. He's just a little fella. So with that, I'll get out of here. Go watch some Fraggle Rock. And we'll see ya.